Looks good.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so here's what is the Swift Design Studio. That's where you as an app designer or as a business analyst is going to spend most of your time. Different applications that you built, different users you've activated, and you kind of get a nice dashboard of seeing who's logged in, doing what. Is it a Swift user? Is it a pure JD Edward user? Then you've got a concept of channels, right? Where channels, JD Edward is a special channel. It's a master channel, as we call it, whereby you just point it to your AIS server and it fetches all the metadata from JD Edwards. It fetches all the users. Once it does it, all your JD Edwards security is within Swift. So all your users, your roles, they all are right here. If you have external users, so instead of using one integration user for everything, we allow you to bifurcate security even for your external users, right? For your customers, we don't like one integration user connecting to JD Edwards and opening it up for customer, right? So we have this concept of proxies, whereby you can just define a customer proxy and then assign all your customers to that. On top of it, you can even define the attributes on top of, for your different users. We'll talk about it in a bit. Here, what we're going to be doing is creating a quick application from scratch. And this is 3 months old. We use this demo at InFocus. There's a lot more that has already become part of the system. So feel free to reach out for a customized demo too. Here, what we're doing, we're building an app. We get into the app design dashboard. The different types of forms that you can use to inherit logic to build these forms, JD forms, orchestrations, your fusion forms, your custom forms, and we're going to keep adding more here. So what I'm doing here is I'm creating an app based on a P4210, a sales order. You could do the same with your data services directly using the tables or views. The benefit of using the forms is it's also going to inherit the business logic along with just the data, which means based on your security, it's going to work and throw out the actual business exceptions. So here's simply going to pick up one of the inquiry forms. You can select any version. You can make the form just queryable, which means it's going to even allow you to write your own queries as an end user. You can save your queries as well. All drag and drop. You can just pick up the field that you want to put on the app. You can reorder them. You can decide the sorting logic for them and things like those. And once you've done that, once you submit that, you pretty much all the search parameters, they're all again point and click, right? If you want certain parameters, you can just point them. You can parameterize them. You can base them on user attributes, like I said, for external facing users. You can just click on this and make as barcode scannable or RFID scannable or OCR scannable. You can even do a list of value and pick stuff from your UDCs. So everything is very straightforward in terms of what you're trying to do with this. Now, just with this few clicks, you already have an app ready to go that can work on all different form factors. It can work on the web. It can work on your iOS, your Android, even on your Honeywell scanners. So I'm going to just open up this application. All you need to do is give rights to the users on that application, right? So if you want to give rights to a certain JD Edward user, you're going to just select that app and hit this. What it's going to do is going to map your JD Edward security with Swift security. So even if you by mistake gave some user access on an application, if they don't have rights on the underlying JD Edward for that security, they're not going to see anything here either, right? So you can't, you're not creating another security silo. It's inheriting your security and building on top of it. And like I said, you can build 5 tiers on top, which you can have on a one-on-one detailed discussion as to why we sought to type 2 compliant and why we're so crazy about that. So anyways, so here, what you're seeing is within few clicks, we saw an app that already started to look easier and better. Then you would have a more complex sort of interface, right? And the best part is this completely progressive web application. So it's going to behave the best it can given the real estate it gets on the screen. Now, this is a quick find and browse form, right? Where we just take a look. We could style it. You could have a card view as a default versus a grid view. You can open both of them as well together. You can color code stuff. You can even use, do the color coding based on certain logic. You can define what limits you want to keep on the end user application. So all of those things that would typically require a lot of back and forth between the developer and the business user, you can very quickly do using the Swift platform. again, changing the color, what we do, we open your corporate website during a demo and we pick up your branding colors and brand the application during that demo, right? So that's how fast and quick the whole UX part of it this is as well. Now that as you can see, these are just the look and feel aspects of it. So I'm going to just fast forward it from here and get to the other type of form, which we call a view action form. So what we saw here was a list of sales orders. What if I want to take the details of that sales order, the line items, I want to take actions on that order, maybe call an orchestration against it, do a pick ship, do a transfer. All of those things, I can do what we call a view and action form. So this is a view and action form, which I've simply inherited by calling one of the revision forms, the sales order detail revision, that imported all my fields from JDE. And not just that, it imported these fields, it actually automatically integrated that against the relevant control IDs or the AIS IDs. So it already knows where to get data and where to save it without me even thinking about how to call an AIS or REST API, right? Now the next step is I want to map the forms together. So if I have a listing of sales orders, you see here all my actions on my form exit, row exits, everything are available to me to be simply selecting and doing what I need to do. Very similar to how you would do in JD Edwards. So all of that is happening behind the scenes, but nothing is being compromised, neither your logic nor your security. For example, if I was not allowed to see the certain field, I'll see a static right here. Or if that order was locked, I'll see an error message coming in